Shalom everyone, all praise to the Most High YAHUAH Elohim, through the spirit of Yahushua HaMashiach. This is your boy, your friend, your brother, Frenchie the West African Yasharal. Today's topic, lesson and investigation is going to be about God is not the only God, and the divine council / sons of God. So, before I start anything, I'm not trying to make anybody worship multiple gods. Yeah? We to worship one God or one Elohim according to the scriptures. Yeah? But the ancient Israelites, they had knowledge and they believed that there were other gods. Scriptures is clear there are other gods. Yeah. Now we need to make the distinction and understand who are these other gods. And when we dig deeper, we see that they have something to do with the fallen angels. Yeah. And that's going to be also a follow-up of my next video that I'm going to do about the mission of Israel. Yeah. So let's do this investigation. Let's dig a bit deeper. Let's get understanding. Yeah. Because we need to understand who are these Elohims, the sons of God, and all this stuff. Yeah. Because when we understand that, we understand the whole basis of evil in the scriptures. Yeah. So let's get into it. And as I always say, there you go. Let's get it. All right. So we are going to start with that word, Elohim, which is translated as God in our Bibles nowadays. Yeah. So the reason why I'm doing it is very crucial for your understanding of this lesson. So, let's get it started. So Elohim, it really means God. Sometimes they can use it for deity. So those are the times that they use this word for, in the Hebrew basically. So they use it one time for divine or divine being. Keep that in mind. That's very, very important to understand and to see that word as divine being. Yeah, because the majority of us in the Western world, we are a part of the Judeo-Christian era. Even if you do not believe you're part of Judaism or you're part of Christianity, you're still a part of that Judeo-Christian era, or way of thinking, because you've been taught that way, whether you was a Christian or not, or you're not anymore. But we are part of this era. Now if you have separated yourself from Christianity or Judaism and whatnot, obviously, just like I did, but still we are part of this Judeo-Christian era. So basically, with that being said, when we see the word God, we think differently. But the ancient Israelite will not see the word Elohim and think like you think of God. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. So anyway, so there is it for God. So 2,326 times. Godly, God's great. So Elohim literally means something that is not human, basically. They used it for Judges 3 times, and that brings a lot of confusions. When you see the word Elohim or God. So, be careful in the context as well when you see that word. Let's get it from another source, because we're in Bible Hub right now, and scriptures want us to use more than one witness, at least 2 or 3. So let's get another source on Strong Concordance. So we are in blueletterbible.com. L, the same thing basically. Elohim, L, it's the same thing. They give you infos on this word, so Almighty, also of any deity. So basically this word is not used for humans. It's used for spiritual beings, things that are not human. They use for the Most High, stuff like that. Angels sometimes. Let's see the biblical usage and stuff. So like I said, God like one, mighty one. Sometimes they use it for mighty men of rank, mighty heroes. Something that is not human-like. Angels. The Benai Elohim. The sons of God. But we're gonna get to that. Don't worry. Told you I'm gonna shut down some devils today. Let's get it. So God, false God, demons, imaginations. They use it many times to talk about the Elohim, YAHUAH, basically. They say Jehovah there, but the Most High, basically. Yeah, mighty things in nature, strength, power. Yeah, but most times you will see in scriptures that they use Elohim to speak of something that is not human, or that possess godlike, characteristics. Yeah, so that's very important for your understanding of this lesson today. Yeah, to get familiar with these things. Like I said, when the Hebrews or the Israelites, the ancient ones, ancient Israelites, when they saw the word Elohim, yeah, or they heard the word Elohim, their reaction was not the same as us when we hear the word God. That's one thing that you need to understand. First of all, they never had such thinking like us we have today, especially when they read the scriptures. So, this is very, very important for your understanding of the whole scriptures, that these people never had the same mind as you. Never. Yeah? But let's continue and let's get more understanding and let's get more deeper into this lesson. Alright, so let's get started. We want Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 through 27. Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 through 27. Or should I say Bereshit chapter 1, verse 26 through 27. Let's get it. And Elohim said, let us make man in our image after our likeness. So from there, you should ask yourself a question, what's going on? Why was the Most High talking about let us in our likeness? Yeah? Even though if you check the Hebrew, it does not state us and our, but the way it is written, you will understand that the Most High was not talking to himself, but talking to an audience or to some sort of people or whatnot. Yeah? But let me continue. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So let me give you a tip on what's going to happen next. Yeah. From now you should understand that man is created, but the earth and the animals, they were created before man. Yeah, because he said let us make man. Yeah. Okay. Let that sink in. Yeah. Verse 27. So Elohim created man in his own image. So now we're told that's Elohim in his own image. There's no more our or whatnot. Yeah. Elohim does it. The Most High does it. Created man in his own image. Yeah. In the image of Elohim, the Most High, singular, yeah. Created he, him. Male and female, he created them. Yeah. So that's what we were told. So that's creation right here. But I just want y'all to focus on the fact that we were told, let us make man to our image. Yeah, this let us stuff. Yeah. Now, now we're gonna jump to Job. Yeah, Job chapter 38, verse 4 through 7. And you're gonna understand about this let us. Yeah, it's gonna make sense if you're following me carefully. Yeah, if you're paying attention to the words and to what we were told, you stay in the context. This let us make man to our image. It's gonna make a lot of sense now. Let's read. So Job chapter 38, verse 4 through 7. Let's start. Where was thou when I laid the foundation of the earth? So that's talking about creation, yeah? The Most High is asking the question to Job, and he's asking him, where was you at when I created the earth? Yeah? Let's continue. Declare if thou hast understanding. So he's asking him, tell me if you know. Yeah? Let's continue. Verse 5. Who has laid the measure thereof, if thou have knowest? So if thou knowest. Or who hath stretched the line upon it? Yeah, so he's asking, do you know the measurement and stuff like that? Yeah, who did that? Do you know that? Yeah, so the Most High is asking a question. And he's still talking about the same thing, which is creation. Yeah? That's what he's asking Job. Let's continue. Verse 6. Whereupon are the foundation thereof fast ended? Or who laid the cornerstone thereof? Yeah, so it's continuing asking him all these questions. Yeah? About how earth was created, basically. Yeah? And now verse 7. Look at that. When the morning stars sing together, and all the sons of God, the Benai Elohim, yeah, or the Benai Elohim if you want, yeah, shouted for joy. So we are told already, yeah, the foundations of the earth. The Most High is asking Job, where was you at? Yeah, when I've created the earth at the beginning, at the better shit, the beginning, the Genesis. Yeah, where was he at? Obviously, he wasn't because man wasn't even created when earth was created at first. Yeah, and now you are told that the sons of God shouted for joy. Yeah, so now you understand why we were told, let us make man to our image, because the Benai Elohim, the sons of God, were already there at that time. These are the ones shouting for joy because the Most High have created. Yeah, I've created. That's why. Yeah. So from now, yeah, if you are following me so far, you're supposed to understand that the Benai Elohim, or sons of God, are not humans. Yeah. The morning stars. Yeah. Angels, if you want. That's what we call them nowadays, angels. Yeah, but really and truly, the sons of God, the Benai Elohim, is better, or spiritual beings. That's what we should call them. It makes more sense. Yeah. Let me continue. Now, let's go to this famous Genesis chapter 6, verse 1 through 2. Yeah. Genesis chapter 6, verse 1 through 2. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply. So, man, they're already multiplying, they're already making babies and stuff like that. That's what we were told. I'm not bugging, I'm not tripping. That's what I'm reading. Yeah. That's easy. That's English. That's easy for everybody that speaks English right now. Yeah? Okay. On the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. Yeah? Verse 2 now. That the sons of God saw that the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they choose. So, from now, you're supposed to understand that the sons of God are so-called angels or spiritual beings. Yeah, and you're told that men multiply. So if you're telling me, men began to multiply, yeah, on the face of the earth. So they're already making babies, men and women, right? Because there's no other way to make babies. I mean, at that point, nowadays we're trying to play God, and you know what I'm saying, clones and stuff like that. But you know, that's another topic for another day. Yeah. But at this point, is man and woman making babies, right? I'm not tripping. That's what we're told. Men began to multiply, and that daughters were born unto them. Now in verse 2, yeah, you are told that the sons of God, the Benai Elohim, which now you're supposed to understand the angels, saw the daughters of men, the daughters of Adam, because man is Adam basically in Hebrew. Adam literally means man. Yeah, that they were fair. So if you're telling me, yeah, for some people out there, that the sons of God are the sons of Seth, this whole verse or the whole chapter makes no sense. Yeah, you're already told once again that men begin to multiply on the face of the earth, so they're making babies. So that makes no sense that the sons of Seth, which are already men, they now start to look in women. Yeah, I mean, like, come on. Yeah, but let's check the same thing in the Hebrew to get some more sense. Yeah. So now for my detractor, you need to explain a lot of things, because that verse, yeah, we were told that the sons of God, or the Benai Elohim, yeah, to the daughters of men, which are the Benot Adam. Yeah, the Benot Adam. Yeah, and if my detractor says that the Benai Elohim is not the angels, it's the sons of Seth, that would have made no sense in Hebrew. To tell me that the Benai Elohim, which is supposed to be the sons of Seth, taking the daughters of Adam. Well, you need to remember that Seth is the son of Adam. Like, the whole thing makes no sense, but because a lot of us can speak Hebrew, we think that it makes sense. But it does not. You don't need to tell me that the sons of Seth, which are humans anyway, yeah, taking the daughters of men. That makes no sense. Yeah? Look, the Benai Elohim and the Benot Adam. Like, for real. You know? Yeah. Like, the whole thing makes no sense. Yeah? And then there's giants after that. Like, really? Yeah? Anybody would understand that this is not talking about humans if you have a little bit of knowledge of Hebrew. Yeah. In Genesis chapter 2, chapter 3, you're told that men taking wives. Yeah, you're told that men are taking a lot of wives. Yeah. So how am I going to be told again in chapter 6 that the sons of Seth, supposed to be the sons of God, which are men basically, according to what y'all say, yeah, and they're taking daughters or they're taking wives. Yeah, they now seeing that the daughters of Adam look nice. When I'm already told, yeah, in the previous chapters, like Genesis chapter 3, even Genesis chapter 1, that men already taking wives. So what is all this confusion? And I hope I sound confused to you as well, because I mean, it makes no sense. The sons of God are angels. We call what we call angels now, but really and truly is not. It's spiritual beings, because angels is just a messenger. Yeah, angel is not what they are; it's what they're doing. Angels is malak in Hebrew. Malak. It's messenger, literally. Yeah, they're not all of them are messengers. They're spiritual beings up there. You know that. Yeah, but let me not talk too much. Yeah, let me continue to explain and to enlighten you. All right, so we continue in Job. Yeah, continuing in Job chapter 1, verse 6 through 7. And if from that you do not, and you keep denying that the Benai Elohim are not humans but spiritual beings, or should I say angels, so you to understand better. Yeah, if you continue to deny, no one can help you. So Job chapter 1, verse 6 through 7. Now there was a day when the sons of Elohim, the sons of God, came to present themselves before YAHUAH. So you got to ask yourself, where is that place at where YAHUAH is, and where these sons of God are going to present themselves to him? Yeah? Keep that in mind. Okay. And Satan came also among them. So one, the sons of God, he also came among them. That must talk about angels, because Satan is also an angel, right? Everybody know that. Yeah? Now, if you're trying to twist the scriptures and say, oh no, the sons of God is still the son of Seth, but it was just saying that Satan was among them and hiding himself, answer that question, that in verse 7 then. And YAHUAH said unto Satan, whence comest thou? So where do you come from? Check this out. Then Satan answered YAHUAH and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking and down in it. So this place where the sons of Elohim, the Benai Elohim, went to present themselves before YAHUAH is not on earth. That's common sense. Yeah? So if you're trying to say that the Benai Elohim, the sons of God, are the sons of Seth, you need to make me understand how come the sons of Seth are up there in heaven. Yeah? And we're talking about Satan is among them. Yeah? This place is not on earth. This is talking about the angels, what we call angels now, the spiritual beings, the Benai Elohim. Yeah, Satan is also an angel. Is also a son of God. Sorry. Yes, he is. I don't know if people forget about that. Yeah. And he answered and he said, from going to and fro in the earth. So now he's not in the earth. He's telling you that he was in the earth. Yeah, so much for the sons of God being the son of Seth, because that makes no sense. You can try to twist it again and say no, but it could be being or whatever. Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, and if you're trying to say that maybe the son of Seth are in heaven, there is no such scripture saying that people are in heaven. Yeah, all the prophets, when they go in heaven, or they have visions. They have visions in heavens, they only see the Most High and the angels. That's it. You can go through all the scriptures when people have visions of heaven. Ain't no such thing as humans up there. Yeah? So now that you clearly understand that the sons of God are spiritual beings or angels, yeah, you can better understand this thing about the divine counsel. So let's jump into the second part of this lesson, the divine counsel. Because the divine counsel is made up of the Benai Elohim, which are the sons of God. Yeah? These are things that you need to understand if you want to understand the scriptures itself. These are basics of the scriptures. Yeah, let's keep it moving. All right. So for the next part of this lesson investigation, we're going to talk about the divine council. So at first, we spoke about the Benai Elohim, or should I say, the sons of God, and the word Elohim and what it means. Yeah. So for now, we understand that the Benai Elohim, or sons of God, are spiritual beings, not humans, as people like to say sometimes. And said, no, it's not true. Yeah. So now, to gain more understanding on how the Most High operates, because us understanding about the Benai Elohim, or sons of God, and the divine council, is us understanding how the Most High operates. Yeah, and it's going to shed some light on, Israel and the missions and stuff like that later on when I do my other video. But that's for another time. Yeah. But for now, we need to understand where in the scriptures they're mentioning about this divine council. Yeah. So to gain more understanding about the divine council, let's jump into Psalm chapter 89, verse 5 to 7, or should I say Tehillim chapter 89, verse 5 to 7. Yeah. And we read, "And the heavens shall praise thy wonders, O YAHUAH, thy faithfulness also in the congregation of the saints." So people read that and they automatically believe that congregation of the saints speaks of the Israelites, because scripture says that the saints are also the Israelites. Yeah. But that's not so. If you continue to read, yeah, like you should be doing, and reading the whole chapter instead of reading just one little verse, you're going to understand. Verse 6, "For who in the heaven can be compared unto YAHUAH?" So that's continuing to talk, yeah? And he's telling us who in the heaven can be compared to YAHUAH. So these saints, they must be in heaven. This is the same discussion right now. We're reading. Yeah? Stay in the context. Y'all like to say, oh yeah, stay in the context. But y'all not doing it like that. But anyway, "Who among the sons of the mighty can be likened unto YAHUAH?" Well, if that verse is talking about the Israelite, how can any human can be compared to the Most High? Because you're told who among the sons of the mighty, yeah, can be likened or compared basically, yeah, or you know what I'm saying, unto YAHUAH. Yeah. So let's not blaspheme right here, please, y'all. Yeah, and let's use our brains when we read. That's English. That's simple words that we can all understand. And if you do not trust the English, you can jump into to the Hebrew if you can. Yeah, but if you can't even understand English first, I don't trust you with the Hebrew. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's continue. "Elohim is ready to be feared in the assembly of the saints." So once again, this is talking about heavens, yeah? Remember, heaven shall praise you. All this time, we keep hearing about heavens, and we heard, yeah, who can be likened among the sons of Elohim, or the sons of Elohim, son of God, yeah? Or who can be compared to the Most High, basically, among the sons of God, should I say. Yeah, so we understand that this is not talking about humans. Yeah, and this assembly of saints is not humans. This is talking about these Benai Elohim again. So let me continue. Yeah, I'll read from the jump. Yeah, "Elohim is going to be feared in the assembly of the saints." So from now you should understand this is not talking about humans. Yeah, "And to be had in reverence of all them that are about him." Yeah. So when they say about him, they're saying around him, near him. Yeah. What humans can approach the Most High? What do you mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Without being burned. Like, come on. Yeah. So we understand that this is not talking about humans. Please, y'all. Yeah. I hope that is clear. Yeah. And we have this idea of congregation, assembly. Yeah. This is the divine council. We're talking about spiritual beings right there. Yeah, once again. Yeah, who in the heaven can be compared unto YAHUAH? Who among the sons of the mighty can be likened unto YAHUAH? This is not talking about humans. That is clear. You can't play dumb right here and say like you don't act like you don't understand what you're reading. Yeah. So let's keep it moving. Now let's go to this famous Psalms 82 that people like to butcher every time. Yeah? Just because they say, dear God. Let's get it. Psalms chapter 82. Yeah? You might read verse 1 through 5 for now. But I see what's going what I can do. So Psalms chapter 82 verse 1 through 5. Yeah? The Psalms of Asaph. Elohim standeth in the congregation of the mighty. So once again, you're told the congregation of the mighty. Yeah? And the Hebrew word here for mighty is hell. Yeah, El. The Elohims. This is not talking about humans. Let's continue. It judgeth among the gods. It judgeth among the Elohims. The other spiritual beings. Yeah? That is not talking about no humans right here or no judges. Yeah? Let's continue verse 2. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the person of the wicked? Salah. Yeah? So when people read, oh, judge, they think it's talking about judge. No. Let's continue to read. Defend the poor and the fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness. All the foundation of the earth are out of course. Yeah, let's continue to verse 6 through 7, baby. I have said, ye are gods. I have said, ye are Elohims. Yeah? Remember, this Elohim thing is not talking about humans. Yeah? And all of you are children of the Most High. This is not talking to you, you know. Some of y'all talking about you guys, you got no. You're not a God. You're not the Elohim. Yeah? For you to be Elohim, you gotta be dead. And you're gonna understand when I'm gonna elaborate a bit more later. Yeah? So once again, I said ye are Elohims. Yeah? Verse 7, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. So two things right here. You shall die like men. Now, seriously, y'all. You're going to tell a man that he's going to die like a man. Because y'all said that this is talking about you. This is talking about you. Yeah, this is talking to humans. You are gods. But you should die like men. So walk down the street and tell somebody you're going to die like a man. And seriously, some of y'all really think that you make sense when you say that you shall die like men. I said y'all guys, but you shall die like men. And this is talking about men. No, you make no sense at all. You read that in Hebrew. Yeah? How can you tell Adam that he's going to die like Adam? Because Adam is man. We are Adam. We are men. Right? So how can you tell Adam that he's going to die like Adam? Duh, obviously, all men die. Yeah? And one other thing you were told that fall like one of the princes. We're going to get back to that. But let's get some precept about dying. Yeah? For those who want to be knuckle heads. Men always knew that they're dying. It's not no new thing. Yeah? 2 Samuel chapter 14 verse 14. Yeah? For we must needs die, so we must all die. We must die. And are as water spilled on the ground, which cannot be gathered up again. So when you drop water on the floor, yeah, you can't get the water again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Neither doeth Elohim respect any person, yet doeth he devise means that he's banished, be not expelled from him. So all I want y'all to understand is that all through the scriptures, everybody knew that death was something that no one can escape from. Yeah, because we all humans. This is the curse of Adam. He shall return to the ground. So bear in mind, Psalms is written 3,000 or 4,000 years after Adam's death. Yeah. So men have knowledge that they're gonna die. So you can't tell yeah, you can't tell Adam or man that it's gonna die like Adam. Yeah. I mean, that is stupid. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even make this video, to be honest. But we got knuckleheads people teaching nonsense out there. Yeah? Let's get a precept, because y'all like to say you do precept, yeah? And you really don't do precept. Yeah? Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 5. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything. And you should go check my lesson about heaven and hell and death. Yeah? If you scroll down my thing, you're gonna find it. Neither have they any more reward, for the memory of them is forgotten. Yeah? So once again, this idea of these shall die like men, yeah, this is not talking to a human. That would make no sense scripturally. Like, now if you can make sense out of that and say, but we was not supposed to die at first, blah 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 blah, because I heard this kind of stuff. I had conversation with people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's on you. But for the Hebrew, and then for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, oh, sorry, in the name of intelligence, no, you can't use that. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell Adam that he's gonna die like Adam. That makes no sense. You know? Yeah? So let's continue. Before to move a little bit forward in this second part, I just wanted to read again Psalms 82 verse 7 in the Hebrew now. Yeah, so check this out right here. Adam, like men. So when it says you shall die like men, you can't tell men that it's gonna die like Adam or like die like men. You know what I'm saying? Like in the Hebrew, it wouldn't make any sense, to be honest. Yeah. And then right here, you're told to see this thing right here. Princes, yeah, fall like one of the princes, right? Shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. And then click on it. Tsar, chieftain, chief, ruler, official, captain, prince. Yeah, this is talking about a captain, basically a commander, a leader. Yeah, but other spiritual beings, other angels are called prince as well. Yeah, they are. Yeah, and let me rest my case. So let's go back to Psalms 82 verse 7 again. Yeah. And we read, but you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. So I've already explained to you to tell that men, so die like men, it makes no sense. Yeah, because once again, some of y'all are trying to say that Psalm 82 is talking to humans when it's not. When it says you are gods, it's not talking to humans, but it's talking to spiritual beings. Yeah, that's why he calls them God, Elohim, spiritual beings. Yeah. And then when it comes to the prince part, they want to say fall like one of the princes. Yeah, I just showed you again in the Hebrew what princes means, right? It means commander, chief, leader, things of that sort, things of that nature. Yeah. So to gain more understanding of the story of princes, let's read Daniel chapter 10, and 1 verse 5 through 6. Daniel chapter 10, verse 5 through 6 for that. And I lift up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphath. Yeah, let's continue to read. His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass. Basically, he's telling you that this person, this character that they have, this person looks black. But I digress. And the voice of his words, like the voice of a multitude. Yeah. So basically, by reading, yeah, you basically understand that he's having this encounter or this vision of an angel, what we call an angel, yeah, or spiritual being. Yeah. Let's continue to read. We stay still in Daniel chapter 10, very 1 verse 12 through 13. Daniel chapter 10, verse 12 to 13. Then said he unto me, Fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou didst set thine heart to understand and to chasten thyself before thy Elohim, or your Elohim, thy words or your words were heard, and I come for thy words, for your words. So basically, after the prayers or whatnot and everything that Daniel do, these angels, yeah, these benign Elohim, so now you should understand, yeah, it's coming to him. Check this out, verse 13. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 120 days. But lo, hang on, we should stop there. So why an angel is going to have difficulty to, you know what I'm saying, do anything against a human? You know, if this prince is a human, yeah, why would an angel have a difficulty to do anything to a human? Like, many times in scriptures we see that angels have no difficulties to kill humans or to strike them with blindness or whatnot. Remember the episode in Sodom and Gomorrah? Yeah, for those who read and know scriptures, kind of. Yeah. So let's continue to read. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes. Yeah, remember, princes itself in the Hebrew mean chiefs. Yeah. Continue to read. Came to help me and remained there with the king of Persia. So, and I remained there with the king of Persia. So in this little account right here, yeah, we are told about princes. There's the prince of Persia, and there is Michael, which is the chief prince. Yeah, one of the chief princes, basically. Yeah. So remember what we were told in Psalms. You shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. So by that, we should understand that these princes, or these people that the verse was talking about, was not humans. Michael is not a human. Everybody know that. Yeah, Michael is an angel, right? What you guys call angel. Yeah. So there's no difficulty to understand that this verse in Psalm 82 now, in my point, this verse was not talking, this whole chapter was not talking about humans. Yeah. Let's continue. But now we want verse 20. Yeah, so Daniel chapter 10 verse 20 to get more understanding and to shut it down. Check this out. Then said he, Knowest thou wherefore I come unto thee? And now will I return to fight with the prince of Persia. Once again, this angel is going back to fight with the prince of Persia, which right now you should understand these princes, they're angels. Yeah, or Benai Elohim, or spiritual beings, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah? And continue to read. And when I'm gone forth, lo, the prince of Greece shall come. So the prince of Greece is going to come. The angel of Greece is going to come. So now we should ask ourselves, what's going on there? Persia got an angel. Greece, yeah, got an angel. And by the way, the Grecians are not Edomite. Yeah, they're the sons of Javan. Javan was a son of Japheth. So for all you Esau white men nonsense, yeah. But anyway, so by now, once again, we should ask ourselves, everybody got angels, what's going on? Yeah, what are we told right there? Everybody got princes and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, and it makes no sense. But to get more understanding of this story of princes and angels, stuff like that, for nations, we're gonna deep into the scriptures even more. But let's stay in the book of Daniel again to make sure that the princes, they're really angels, even though by now you should understand. But we're going to Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. Let's read. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. So now you understand that Michael and these other angels, yeah, because the angels that came to see Daniel, yeah, he was an angel obviously, they are for Israel. Michael is one of the chief angels, yeah, angel of the Most High, but they are for Israel. These angels of the Most High, they're princes for Israel. They're taking care of Israel, yeah. And when I'm going to read Deuteronomy chapter 32, it's going to make more sense, this story of princes, yeah. So let's continue to read again. Let me read again. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Yeah. So once again, going back to that book of life, you know, and people that study scriptures, you know what I'm saying, they should understand that everybody from Genesis all the way to Revelation, they're all saying the same thing. Everybody saying the same thing, speaking of the resurrection of the dead and stuff like that, the Messiah and all this kind of stuff. Everybody, New Testament, Old Testament, they're all saying the same thing. But I digress. But that's not the lesson for today. Yeah, but once again, Michael is the prince for the people of Israel. Yeah. So once again, you should ask yourself questions. Why do nations have angels and stuff like that? Yeah. And does it make sense? We don't know. But we should read that verse. Yeah. And we're going to Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 8. And now you're going to understand. But I'm going to read from the Septuagint before to read the one from the KJV. Yeah. When the Most High divided the nations, when he separated the sons of Adam, yeah, once again, the sons of Adam. So for sure, in Genesis chapter 6, yeah, the men Elohim were not sons of Seth, because Seth is the son of Adam, yeah. But anyway, I digress. When he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the nations according to the number of the angels of Elohim. I know in the KJV it says the children of Israel, but according to what we read, these princes, yeah, Michael is the prince of Israel, right? Chief of children of people that we were told here in the book of Daniel. And in verse 10 in the same book of Daniel, we were told the princes, or the prince of Persia and the prince of Grecia. And we know that these are angels, right? Michael, one of the chief princes. We know that these are angels. So that whole verse right here in Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 8 in the Septuagint makes a total sense. But if I'm going to read that from the KJV, you will be reading at the end, it will say the children of Israel. Yeah? Let me show you. So look, in Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 8, in the KJV now, we read, when the Most High divided the nations, their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. But in the Septuagint it says angels. But by now you should understand the story of princes. Yeah, Michael is the prince of Israel, right? One of the chief princes. And then you have the prince of Persia and the prince of Grecia, or Greece. Yeah? So by now you should understand that these princes, they are angels, right? So when the verse in the Septuagint says finished by angel, now it makes sense. Every nation has its angel. Yeah? And this in Deuteronomy 32 verse 8, this is speaking of the Tower of Babel. Yeah, that is the time when the sons of Adam, they were separated. Yeah, but obviously you need to do a little investigation to understand this kind of stuff. But it's okay. Yeah. Now let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8, but we want verse 9 now, because it's gonna make more sense. For YAHUAH's portion is his people. Jacob, or Jacob, is the lot of his inheritance. So now you're told that the Israelites belong to the Most High. This is why Michael, is your prince. Michael is your angel, because Michael works for the Most High, right? I was saying it earlier, and all these other angels, they work for the Most High. So if Israel belongs to the Most High, so his angel belongs to us. So now the Septuagint wins triple times against the verse that is in the KJV. Because biblically it makes more sense. And if you want, I can show you from the Dead Sea Scroll to give you another witness. Because I also have other scriptures. I have the Peshitta, for example. The Peshitta says children of Israel, but it's an old scroll. But the Septuagint is older than the Peshitta, and then the Dead Sea Scroll, which is older than the Septuagint and the Peshitta, it also says the angels of God. Let's check this out. So if we are looking in the website of the Dead Sea Scroll, we can read Deuteronomy 32. I mean, there's many fragments, but the majority of fragments, you can look it up and stuff. It says the angels of God or the sons of God, if you want. So right here, for example, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8, when the Most High gave the nation their inheritance, when he separated the children of men, he set the bounds, right here, of the people according to the number of the children of God, the Benai Elohim, the sons of God. So once again, the oldest scrolls, they said that the Benai Elohim, the angels, if you want, the spiritual beings, they're the ones, that inherit the nations, basically, that got to take care of the nations. The boundaries are made according to them. The Benai Elohim, this is why you're reading in the book of Daniel that Grisha has his prince, Persia has his prince, Israel has his own prince. And these princes again, they are angels. So let that sink in. So all that leads us to this divine council. So to finish and shut down the second part of this lesson investigation, talking about the divine council, we're going to read 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 19 through 23. And after that, we should be shut it down, and we have clear understanding of the divine council, the Benai Elohim, or sons of God, these angels, and the other spiritual beings. So 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 19 through 23. And we read, and he said, hear thou therefore the word of YAHUAH. So this prophet is talking to that king, basically, if you read more about it, and he's giving him a prophecy or a vision or whatnot. Let's continue to read. I saw YAHUAH sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left hand. This is the divine council right here. As clear as day. Now you should understand. You're told all the host of heaven standing by him. YAHUAH himself and all the host of heaven. All the Benai Elohim. The sons of God. Let's continue to read. Verse 20. And YAHUAH said, who shall pursue Abba, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? So right there, basically, there's this meeting going on. Basically, because if you see YAHUAH and all the hosts of heaven, there's a meeting going on. Remember what happened in Job chapter 1 verse 6, when all the sons of God came to present themselves and Satan was among them. Keep that in mind. Because that is what's happening right now in the same meeting. the Benai Elohim, the sons of God, the same meeting. Yeah, Yahuwah likes to do meetings and stuff. We talk about diverse things that he needs to do, he needs to get done. Yeah. Let's continue. Yeah, and one said unto this matter, and another said unto that matter. So Yahuwah, if you don't really deep in scriptures and stuff like that, the Most High likes to hear what is beings that he created, like just like the angels or whatever, Benai Elohim. Yeah, he likes to hear what they have to say. Yeah, even humans. Yeah, Yahuwah sometimes has discussions with humans. Yeah, Yahuwah created us and he gave us wisdom and understanding and reasoning. So he delights to hear what we have to say. You know what I'm saying? And these spiritual beings, these other Benai Elohim and whatnot, they are creation of the Most High. Yeah, this is why we believe in one Elohim. Yeah, or not believe, but I'm saying like we worship one Elohim, should I say? Yeah, because scriptures basically make you understand there's many gods. Yeah, but Yahuwah likes to listen to what we have to say, what his creation has to say. Yeah, and it makes sense because if he created us and he's the Most High and he's powerful and all that, he must have given us a good understanding and wisdom for his creation. Yeah, but anyway, I'm talking too much. Yeah, verse 21. And they came forth for spirit, so they came forth for ruach. This is the word used in the Hebrew, ruach. Yeah, spirit. Yeah, and stood before Yahuwah and said, I will persuade him. So basically this spirit, yeah, say that, yeah, I'll get the job done, because really what's happening, they want this king to die because he's an unfaithful, faithful king, and he's not doing the right thing by Yahuwah, king of Israel. Yeah, let's continue. And Yahuwah said unto him, wherewith? So basically, how are you going to do that? How are you going to persuade him? Yeah, and let's continue to read. And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all the prophets. So the spirit is basically a devil spirit. Yeah, that's not Satan or Satan, if you want. Yeah, that's not him, but that's another spirit, but it's an evil spirit. Remember, this is all the host of heaven. Yeah, just like you heard in Job chapter 1 verse 6, the sons of God, they came to present themselves, and Satan was among them. All the Benai Elohim, yeah, all of them, good and bad, they can all go to heaven and they all worship the Most High. Matter of fact, you're told in the New Testament that demons believe in God and they tremble when they hear his name. You know what I'm saying? That's not something crazy to hear. Yeah, and here in the Old Testament they backing it up. But anyway, let me continue to read. Yeah, I'll be a lying spirit in the mouth of all the prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him. So the Most High giving permission now. Yeah, and prevail also. Go forth and do so. So now, as I said, the Most High likes to hear what his creation has to say. Yeah, just like in the story of Job, when Satan tells the Most High, oh look, you blessed Job or whatnot, let me take care of him, and look, he's gonna curse you in your face. Yeah, that's what's the whole purpose of Job being tested and all that. This was Satan's idea. This was not Yahuwah's idea. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So once again, yeah, just to give you a little tip, yeah, the Most High is not, yeah, I don't care about what people have to say or whatnot. Blah, blah, blah. Nah, the Most High is so mighty that he still wants to listen to his creation. That is being a true leader. Yeah. But anyway, that is not a lecture on understanding the Most High, but that is a lecture on understanding the divine counsel. Yeah. The team that is behind the Most High, basically. Yeah, or should I say working for the Most High. Yeah. Let's read verse 23 now. Now, therefore, behold, Yahuwah hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these prophets, and Yahuwah hath spoken evil concerning thee. So the whole story was told. Remember at the beginning, it says, hear the word of Yahuwah. To explain that this prophet is telling to that king what a prophecy basically. Yeah. And now the prophet is finished the story and he's telling him, look, the Most High have put a lying spirit in the mouth of the prophets. Yeah. And the Most High speaking evil or really wants to take you down, basically. Yeah. So all I want y'all to focus on that whole story, yeah, is that YAHUAH is not alone up there, yeah. He's got angels, obviously people know that, but he's got a team as well, yeah. And these people, these Benai Elohim, they can give him ideas, you know what I'm saying? They can suggest stuff to the Most High, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the whole lesson that I'm doing is very, very important for us to understand scriptures. Yeah, because a lot of things are hidden. They're hidden, not in the scriptures, but by people that teach it. Because they will tell you these Benai Elohim are the sons of Seth, and all this nonsense out there that God is talking about you, and all of these lies. No. We are to worship the Most High in truth and spirit, yeah, or spirit and truth, should I say, if you want, yeah. And us understanding the scriptures and understanding how the Most High function, yeah, and operates with his team, or you know what I'm saying, with his bureaucrats or whatnot, what you want to call it, whatever you want to call him. This is very important, and that's the whole purpose of me doing this lesson. Yeah, I do not seek followers and stuff like that, but I want to enlighten people to understand scriptures. Yeah. So now let's jump into the third part of this lesson. Yeah. All right, so for the third part of this lesson investigation, we're going to talk about demons and other gods. So scripture is very clear and it's very specific, and it tells us that there is other gods. These other gods, they are viewed as demons, yeah, demons, devils, yeah. But in a nutshell, a devil or a demon is basically a fallen being, a fallen angel, a Benai Elohim that did not respect what the Most High told them to do, yeah. Remember Psalms 82, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8, if I'm not wrong, yeah. Okay, so once again, the Bible is very, very specific, and it tells us the difference between YAHUAH Elohim, yeah, the Elohim of Israel, and these other Elohims, yeah. So we're going to review a few scriptures that talk about it. We're going to start from 1 Chronicles chapter 29 verse 20. 1 Chronicles chapter 29 verse 20, and we read, "And David said to all the congregation, now bless YAHUAH your Elohim." So there's distinction. You're told YAHUAH your Elohim. It belongs to a people. Yeah? Let's continue. "And all the congregation blessed YAHUAH Elohim and of their fathers, and bowed down their heads and worshipped YAHUAH and the king." So there you go. You're told there is specific Elohim. You worship YAHUAH, and that is something that you fully need to understand in this whole video. I am not trying to make you believe that, or should I say worship other deities. No, we worship YAHUAH. The Israelites worshipped YAHUAH, but they did not at one point believe that there were one God. Do you understand that? Yeah, worshiping and believing is two different things. Yeah, the scripture is very clear. Thou shalt worship YAHUAH your Elohim, and him only. It never said you shall believe in YAHUAH and him only. Yeah, believing that there is other gods is not wrong, because it's actually consistent with the scriptures. But let me continue and not talk too much. Yeah, and we want Judges chapter 11 verse 23 through 24. Judges chapter 11 verse 23 through 24. "So now YAHUAH Elohim of Israel have disposed the Amorites from before his people Israel, and should thou possess it." So basically there's a conversation between, I think if I'm not wrong, the king of Moab and the Israelite or whatnot. And then the Israelite tells the king of Moab that, look, the Most High got rid of the Amorites for us. You know what I'm saying? Because basically the king of Moab was complaining that the Israel has this land, and really and truly the Israelites took the land from the Amorite, but the Amorite took it from the Moabite. It's a whole long story to read more of the Torah to understand that. Yeah, let's continue verse 24 now. Will not thou possess that which came off thy Elohim? So came off your God giveth thee to possess. So basically now you see the distinction. The Israelites are telling this man, yeah, should you not possess what or take what your God came off, your God, yeah, gives you to possess, yeah? Should you not keep that? That's the conversation right here. But what we need to understand is that he's telling them you have a God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then look, so whomsoever YAHUAH our Elohim shall drive out before us, them will we possess. So there you go. Now he's telling them the distinction again, and he says, look, our God, he gave us this place or whatnot, and he got rid of these people for us. Yeah, it's our place now because our God gave it to us. But if your God had done the same thing for you, he would have done the same. He would have kept the place. You know what I'm saying? So that's the conversation right there for those who really catch the thing. But what we see now is the distinction between these other gods and YAHUAH. Yeah? Because people sometimes like to say, oh, gods are just idols or whatnot. No. These idols, obviously they have no powers or whatnot, or not real powers, no real power, but they are still gods. They are still beings. That's what we need to understand. These are fallen angels. These are fallen beings. Satan is a fallen being too. He's a fallen angel. Yeah? It's all the same. They're all in the same boat. These fallen beings. Yeah? And this is what we need to understand. We need to understand the devices of Satan. That's what Shaul or Paul told us, you know what I'm saying? Told us. We need to understand these things. Yeah? So we're not going to go out there and tell people, your God is not real. Oh, yeah, nah, their God is real. He is real. He's a fallen being. Yeah? These are the gods. They're real. Yeah? And scriptures, and people in scriptures or the ancient Israelites, they understood that. Yeah? I know I'm talking too much, but I really want you to catch these concepts. Yeah? So now when you go to the same verse in the Hebrew, yeah, you're told exactly this thing, this came off, shall came off. He is really a God. He is really an Elohim. Yeah? Otherwise, the scriptures will not call him Eloka or Eloheka. You know what I'm saying? So look, what I just aligned for you, or what I was around for you, yeah, it came off your God. You see what I'm saying? That's very, very important for us to understand. Yeah, this is crucial for our understanding of the scriptures. I keep saying that. Yeah, these are the guys. They're real. Yeah, yes, they were idols, and if you study a little bit more about the ancient Near East or whatnot, or should I say Northeast Africa? Yeah, these are the guys. People would do sacrifices for these deities and blood sacrifices for them to come down. You know what I'm saying? For these fallen beings to inhabit the whatever idols were made for them. Yeah, this is real stuff right there. Yeah, and Shaul told us, or Paul told us, we wrestle not against flesh. This was talking about that these fallen beings, yeah, they're not flesh, they're spirits. You know what I'm saying? And if we understand who they are, we can fight them better. Yeah, obviously we have to use the name of Yahushua Mashiach, but I'm saying we need to understand the devices, who they are. We need to know our enemies, yeah, or we need to know the people that are behind our enemies or controlling them. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's extremely important for us. Yeah. So let's continue, and then we go into Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 17, for example. Yeah, look what we were told. They sacrifice unto devils. So obviously Moshe tells the Israelites what they did wrong. Yeah, they sacrifice unto devils. Yeah, not to Elohim. So our Elohim YAHUAH. Yeah, to Elohims or gods whom they knew not. So once again, these are the gods. They're really gods. That's what you were told. To new gods. to new Elohims. Yeah, because these other beings, they self-proclaim Elohims. Yeah, but Elohims to be worshipped, they self-proclaimed. And that's why Psalm 82 and Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 8, if I'm not wrong, yeah, all of these, they makes more sense when it talks about fallen angels, yeah, or sons of God or whatever. But when you talk about a spiritual being, all these verses and all that, they all make sense at the end. Yeah. Let's keep moving. Yeah, to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. Yeah, once again, these Elohims, they're not as powerful as our Elohim YAHUAH, but people still worship them. Yeah, people still worship them, and they are real. They're spirits, that's all. Elohim means literally spirit, basically. Spirit, I mean, Ruach is spirit in Hebrew, but like spiritual beings, not something that's human. Yeah, it's not flesh, if you want me to put it that way. Yeah. And the word used here for demons is, which is something very interesting, is shade. Yeah, shade. Yeah, shadim, shade. Yeah, right here. To demons. You know what I'm saying? And then again, Eloah. They're called Elohim. And when you see that El thing, it talks about a spiritual being. Yeah, this is not humans we're talking about. I really want you to get that, because people sometimes they will try to trick you and say no, it's the judges or whatnot. When you see El, this is not talking about humans at all. Yeah, if you see the word El in Hebrew, we need to get familiar with the Hebrew. Yeah, too much reading KJV or whatnot and reading the English, it's not really good. Yeah, these texts, they were written in a different language than English in the first place. So to catch the real essence of what these people were trying to tell us, we need to see the original language. Same thing for the New Testament. You need to check the Greek or whatever, the Aramaic for the Peshitta. All that. Yeah, we need to check the original language. We have to. Yeah. So, for example, when you go to the New Testament, there's that Deuteronomy 32 verse 17, yeah, is quoted again in the New Testament, or there's an allusion to it if you want. Yeah, 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 20, and it says, "But I say that the things which the Gentiles, so the other nations which are not Israelite," yeah, because remember, YAHUAH is the Elohim of the Israelite. Let's continue. "The things that which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils." Same thing is being said right here. Yeah, these devils, they sacrifice to devils. Yeah, because the other guys that from the Gentiles, they're devils, demons, fallen beings. Let's continue. Sacrifice to devils. The Gentiles sacrifice to devils, and not to Elohim, not to the real Elohim, the creator of all things, even these other Elohims. Yeah, remember, Elohim just mean a spiritual being. Yeah, a better word than God, spiritual being. So don't be confused when you hear Elohim or whatnot. Yeah, or God. "And I will not that you should have fellowship with devils." Once again, yeah, these other gods, they are devils, demons. Yeah, as clear as day. Yeah, and once again, Paul quoted from Deuteronomy. Yeah, he got that knowledge that the Gentile, the God of the Gentiles are devils. Why? Because he read Deuteronomy 32. And before we jump into the next part, or the fourth part of this lesson investigation, just want to let you know the word El. When you see the word El, it is not talking about a human. Yeah, so no one can trick you or trying to make you trippy or whatnot. Yeah, no, it's not talking about humans. You see it, El, gods. Yeah, gods, all the way down there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mighty one. This is not talking about humans. So we see countless times in the scriptures it was written El Elohim, Elohai, Elo whatever. When you see the El something something, this is not human. Yeah? Okay. That's all I want you to know. Yeah? So no one can trick you. Let's keep it moving now. Alright, for the fourth part of this lesson investigation, we're going to concentrate on YAHUAH being one. YAHUAH, or should I say the Most High, being one. Yeah? So, because if we are going to say that the Israelites believed in many gods, yeah, or they have knowledge that there were other gods, so that would make the Israelites polytheists, right? Yeah? But no, they're not, because look what polytheism is. Polytheism, the belief in or worship of more than one God. Yeah? So basically, worship, we're going to concentrate on worshiping more than one God is polytheism. The Israelites did not worship more than one God, although they messed up or whatnot many times. Scripture tells us that the Israelites worship one God, one Elohim, YAHUAH. Yeah. Contrary to monotheism, the Israelites were not monotheist as well. That is not true. That's a made up stuff that the Catholics or whatnot, they're trying to give us some conventional ideas of what the Israelites believed in, but it's not true, because monotheism is this. Yeah, if you have the dictionary, yeah, it gives you the definition, and it's this: the doctrine or belief that there is only one God, and that is not true. The Israelites did not believe that there was one God. They did not believe on any point in the scriptures that there were only one Elohim. They have knowledge that there were many Elohims. Yeah? Start from the Benai Elohim in the heavens or whatnot, and the other gods or whatever, the so-called demons, yeah? These shadies or whatnot, these other demons, these other gods, yeah? They have knowledge of all of that, the ancient Israelites. So, you know, by that, that makes the Israelite something else. And I'm going to show you what they were. The Israelites were practicing monolatry. That's what they were practicing. Yeah. That's what they were practicing. Look what it says. Is belief in the existence of many gods, but with the consistent worship of only one deity. Yeah, the term monolatry was perhaps first used by Julius Wilhelmsen. Yeah, and then we go down and it says monolatry is distinguished from monotheism, which assert the existence of only one God. Yeah, I'm gonna scroll down and look. Ancient Israelite. Yeah, some historians have argued that the ancient Israelites originally practiced a form of monolatry or henotheism. Yeah, John Day suggested that angels are what became the other gods once monotheism took over Israel. Yeah, so once again, even these historians, they're saying the same thing as me. They understand. Yeah, these people, they understand what the scriptures are telling us. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, so the Israelites did not believe there was only one God. Yeah, they worshipped one God, and scriptures is clear about it. Yeah, so let's get an example in the scriptures about worshiping one Elohim or one God or one spiritual being or the Elohim of the Elohims, if you want. Yeah, Exodus chapter 34 verse 14. Scriptures is clear. For thou shalt worship, not believe, worship no other Elohim. For YAHUAH, whose name is jealous, is a jealous Elohim. So we understand now, this is worshiping. So the Israelites worshipped one Elohim, the Shema Israel, which Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4 is clear. Shema Yisrael, YAHUAH Elohinu, YAHUAH. Yeah, come on, like for real. You know, the Most High is one. This is what we were told basically. He's one. The one that we worship is our Elohim. Yeah, let's get a precept. Matthew chapter 4 verse 10. Yeah, for your Christians, yeah, that's saying that the Lord is done away with. You satanic Christians. Yeah. Then Yahushua, the one that you say you believe in, you Christians, Jesus, yeah? Then save Jesus unto him, or then save Yahushua unto him. Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written. So he's telling him, that's in the Torah. Thou shalt worship YAHUAH your Elohim, and him only shalt thou serve. So there you go. This is clearing the matter right there. The Israelites believed in many gods. You understand that? But they worshipped only one. Or should I say, the Israelites acknowledged or knew that there were other gods. Yeah, for you to not be scared. Yeah. But they worshipped one. And this is what we were told in the scriptures, to worship only one, which is YAHUAH. Because you could be worshiping any others at once, but you worship YAHUAH, the Elohim. Yeah, He who breathes life, YAHUAH. Yeah, and that's very important to also understand. All right, so the Most High made it clear now that He is one, and that He is to be worshipped only Him. We know that, yeah, because the other nations, they worship multiple gods. The Israelites were to worship one God, one Elohim. Yeah. And if you made it so far, you understand that. Now believing and worshiping is two different things. Yeah. And the reason why we to worship only one God or one Elohim is because YAHUAH is one. Is only one. It's not multiple. It's one. It can manifest himself in different ways. Yes, he did. But he's one, and he made it clear. And that's easy to understand. Yeah. So let's read the famous Shema Israel. And that's in Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4, or Devarim chapter 6 verse 4. Hear, O Israel, YAHUAH our Elohim is one. YAHUAH. So that's clear. That is clear. Yeah. And through our scriptures, the Israelites understood that YAHUAH was quite different than the other Elohims, whether they be fallen angels up there, and whether they be the angels that are up there with him. It's quite different, yeah, because he's the creator of all things. Yeah, as I said at the beginning, Elohim just means spiritual being. Literally, basically, that's a better translation if you want, than God. A spiritual being. That's all. Yeah. Let's read 1 Kings chapter 8 verse 23. Yeah, and we read, and he said, YAHUAH Elohim of Yisrael, or Yasharel, or whatever you want to call it, there is no Elohim like you. Yeah, that's quite clear. So they're acknowledging that there's other Elohim, other spiritual beings, but there is none like YAHUAH. Yeah. Let's continue. In heaven above, so I told you, whatever they be, the Elohims up there with him, with the Most High, the so-called angels, which one? Yeah. And then look, check this out. Or on earth beneath. That's probably talking about either the dead, because the dead are also called Elohim because they're spiritual beings. Yeah. Or even these fallen angels that are stuck in prison. But this is another topic for another day. Yeah. Let me continue. Who keepeth covenant and mercy with thy servants that walk before thee, or before you, with all their hearts. Yeah, so he's making it clear. He's telling you that YAHUAH is loyal, he's not playing, he's not lying and all that. YAHUAH is to be worshipped because it's not like the other gods. All the other gods, they say stuff and it's not happening. YAHUAH said it and he does it. And when he says it, it happens. Yeah. And this is the distinction throughout. Anybody that studies scriptures, they understand that the Israelites, our ancestors, they understood the difference between YAHUAH, the Elohim of Israel or whatnot, and the others Elohim, whether they be fallen angels, demons and all that, or the Benai Elohim that are still up there with the Most High, Michael and all that. Yeah? Okay. Psalm chapter 97 verse 9. For you, yeah, YAHUAH art high above all the earth. Check this out. Thou or you art exalted for above all gods, all Elohims. That is clear now. We understand. Yeah? And if you made it so far, you must have a different understanding of scriptures now. Yeah? And everything that you're going to read makes more sense. You know, you take time and you study. This is why they told us study to show thyself approved. Yeah? We have to study. We can't just watch YouTube. Even though I'm on YouTube right now. Yeah, but I took my time to study these things. Yeah, whether it be on YouTube, or on my scriptures, or in all this stuff. I took time to do research and all that. Yeah? To make this video for you. Yeah? So now, it is quite clear. Yeah? YAHUAH is different than the others Elohims, whether they be demons, fallen angels, or whatnot. Devils, yeah? The false god, the other gods. Or whether it be the Benai Elohim with him up there. The other angels, if you want to call them angels. Or the other spiritual beings with him up there in heaven. Yeah? Okay. Now we have a little problem with some people sometimes. They don't understand when YAHUAH says there is none beside me or whatnot. They think that there is no other. No. There is none like YAHUAH. I just read that to you. Yeah? And saying there is none beside me is to say I'm quite different from everybody. I'm the best or whatnot. Basically. Yeah? I'm unique. I'm the best. Yeah? But let's get into it. I would explain. Isaiah chapter 44 verse 5. I am YAHUAH and there is none else. There is no Elohim beside me. I girded thee, though thought thou hast not known me. Now, sorry, though thou hast not known me. So now, it's not because it's saying that means that there is no Elohim. Obviously, we just read that there is other Elohims, whether it be false god or whatnot, but there is. We understand that. Yeah? Now, that is a figure of speech right there. Yeah? It's basically saying I'm unique. But let's continue because throughout the scriptures, people have said the same thing as YAHUAH. Yeah? Check this out. Yeah? For example, Babylon. Yeah? Let's take on Babylon. We want Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1, 8, and 10. So we're going to go Isaiah chapter 47. We're going to start with verse 1. We're going to jump down to verse 8 and verse 10. Yeah? Let's read. Come down and sit on the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Yeah? And for you knuckleheads out there, Babylon is not America. No, wrong. Babylon is in Arabia. It always has been. Yeah? But let me continue. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. Yeah? So you are told the people right there. And these people, these Chaldeans, they live in the desert and all that. But anyway. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So just to make you understand what this is talking about. Babylon. And Babylon has said the same thing as YAHUAH. There is none beside me. So let's check this out. We're on verse 8. Therefore hear now this. Thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest in carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Obviously, Babylon was not the only city in the world. Yeah? Obviously, we understand that, or the only empire in the world. Yeah? But it's a way of boasting, or, you know what I'm saying, making people understand that you the best one, basically, if I can put it that way. Yeah? Let me continue. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Yeah? So now we understand. When the Most High said none else beside me. It's not saying these other gods does not exist. This is not what it's trying to say. Yeah, and I need to make myself clear for people to understand. Yeah, we want to jump to verse 10 as I said. Yeah, for thou hast turned in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. And to talk like that is basically blasphemy in a sense, because this is to make yourself equal to the Most High. There is none like the Most High. There is none beside the Most High. Yeah, but when mere humans like that are saying that, yeah, or acting on that way, this is blasphemy, and it's punishable with death, because that's tainting the Most High. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's see another example. For example, as the Assyrians, they say the same thing. Yeah, we're gonna go to Zephaniah chapter 2, 1 verse 13 and 15. Yeah, Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 13 and 15. And he will stretch out his hand against the north and destroy Assyria, and will make Nineveh a desolation and dry like a wilderness. Yeah, so wilderness in the scriptures, this is not the wilderness that you guys talking about in America or here in the Western world. Yeah, wilderness is the desert. Check the word in Hebrew, wilderness. In the scriptures, they're talking about the desert. And funny thing, yeah, we are told that Babylon is in the desert or in the wilderness. Yeah, and same thing for the Antichrist. Yeah, when Yahushua said, or Jesus said to the disciples, if you hear that the Messiah is in the desert, don't go, or wilderness, don't go, whatnot. Yeah, let's continue. Verse 15. This is the rejoicing city that dwelleth carelessly, that say in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. Once again, yeah, is Nineveh of Assyria was the only city in the world? No, obviously, but it's a figure of speech, or you know what I'm saying, way of talking. Yeah, and as I said again, this is punishable of death, because that's equating yourself to the Most High, basically. Yeah, making yourself mighty. Yeah, let me continue to read. How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Every one that passeth by her shall hiss and wag his hand. And when they're talking about beasts staying there and all that, they're talking about unclean beasts, and that's another thing as well. Unclean beasts, when scriptures talk about unclean beasts being in places that have been destroyed, they're basically talking about demons and stuff like that. Yeah, because demons or the devils, they stay in places where humans cannot stay, cannot survive, or stuff like that, like the desert and stuff like that. Yeah, but let's continue. So now for the fifth and last part of this whole lesson investigation. Yeah, we're just gonna explain something very quick, because I know some people are not quiet sometimes, so they want to say but all the time. Yeah, we gotta have sauce for everybody. Yeah, so in case there's some Christian trolls out there, but Jesus is the only begotten Son of God, how can men be sons of God? Yeah, we're gonna explain. So John 3:16, the famous John 3:16 that people like to butcher as well. Yeah, and we read, for Elohim so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Yeah, and that world is not the whole world. Yeah, it's talking about Israel, but anyway. Yeah, that whosoever believe in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. So we are told that Yahushua Mashiach, or so-called Jesus Christ, is the only begotten Son. Yeah, that's a very big statement right there. Yeah, so that means what? All this time we read about the sons of God, it makes no sense. It does make sense, because the word in Greek is not the same as in English. As I told y'all, and I like to say I said it many times, we need to get familiar with the original language that the texts were written with, whether it's Hebrew, or if you guys have collection of Aramaic or whatnot, and even the Greek. we have to get familiar with these languages, because we want to understand. We want to know what these people were trying to say to us. Because sometimes when these people that make the translations and all that, yeah, they're worried about what their superior is going to say. It's going to say if they read and they don't like what they hear, what they see. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's continue. Yeah, let me explain further. So for example, in John 3:16, as you can see, John 3:16, yeah, the word for only begotten is monogenes, or monogene, or monogenes. Yeah, that is the word. Only begotten, right here. Yeah, that is the word used in Greek. Yeah. Now, let's see in the other instance in scriptures when we're told the only begotten, and you're gonna understand what I'm trying to say. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 17. By faith, Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac. Okay. And he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son. Now, that'll be a big statement to say that Isaac is the only son of Abraham. That is not true. Yeah. But it's still consistent, because you need to understand what they were trying to say to us in the original language, not in English. Yeah, this is why I say we need to get familiar with the original language that the texts were written with. Yeah, because it's the same thing. This monogenes that I just showed you is also the same word for only begotten son in Hebrews 17. Sorry, Hebrews 11 chapter 17. Look, Hebrews 11 chapter 17. Monogenes or monogene is the same thing. Yeah. Greek word only begotten son, right here again for you. Yeah. So there's a problem, because we know that Isaac is not the only son of Abraham. Yeah, we know that for a fact. Yeah. Let me explain. Genesis chapter 25 verse 12. Now these are the generation of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's handmaid, bare unto Abraham. So there you go. He's not the only begotten. Yeah. In that sense, because English is butchering sometimes. So this is why we need to get familiar with the original languages. Hebrew, Greek, Aramaic, and all that. Yeah. Let me explain what monogenes really means, or monogenes, or whatnot. Really, the word that was used in the Greek to describe YAHUAH the only begotten, and also Isaac as the only begotten. Let's see. So that is G 3439. Yeah, monogenes or monogenes or whatnot. Yeah. And you see only born here. Now check this out. Single of its kind. Single of its kind. They don't make other like that. That's what they're trying to say. Yeah. Only. Use of only son or daughters. Sons or daughters. Viewed in relation to their parents. Yeah. And then B. Use of Christ denotes the only begotten Son of God. Yeah. But let's see what the recent scholars discovered about this word. Monogenes or monogenes, yeah, has two primary definitions: pertaining to being the only one of its kind. They don't make us like that. That's what I'm trying to say. Within a specific relationship, and pertaining to be the only one of its kind or class, unique in kind. Thus, monogenes may be used both as an adjective, monogenes pays, meaning unique and special. Yeah, so once again, when you read monogenes or the only begotten, that's the translation in English. Yeah, you are not told that it's the only one. You're told that it's a special one, the only one of its kind. Let's continue to read. You're gonna understand. Yeah, monogenes may be used as an adjective. For example, monogenes pais means only child, only legitimate child. That's the case for Isaac is the only legitimate child. That's why you're told the only begotten Isaac. Ishmael was the son of a handmaid. You know what I'm saying? Or a maid, whatnot. Yeah? Sorry. A maid. Yeah? He was the son of a servant. He was not the legitimate son, although he was the son of Abraham. Isaac was the son of Abraham's wife, or first wife, if you want. Yeah? So let me continue to read. For example, pais means only child, only legitimate child, or special child. Monogenes may also be used on its own as a noun. For example, monogenes means the only one or the only legitimate child. Legitimate child. Yeah? So does that make sense now? Does that make sense? Yeah, so when we go back to John 3:16, yeah, only begotten son, it does not mean he's the only one. It means it's the only one of its kind, a special one. Yeah, same thing here. Isaac was the special one. Yeah, the only begotten, the special one, not the only son, but the special one. Yeah, because when we read Genesis, we're told Ishmael is Abraham's son. So that would be crazy. No, monogenes does not mean that you are the only one. Yeah? That does not mean that. It means that you are one of its kind. Yeah? A special one. The special son. The special daughter. In relationship with their parents. So now, this is the end of this video. I thank y'all. And if you made it this far, yeah, you must have a different understanding. And also, one thing I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video is that this video right there, this study right there, this lesson, this investigation right there, this one about God not the only God and the sons of God or the divine council, this is something to get you ready for the next video after, which is probably going to be the most important video of my whole YouTube channel. Yeah, which is Israel, the mission, because it's very important for you to understand who are the sons of God, the Benai Elohim, because they have something to do with the evil destruction and all this kind of stuff that happened right now, or that been happening on earth. Yeah, they had a lot to do with it. Yeah, Satan was a Benai Elohim and he's still a Benai Elohim. So all these Benai Elohim, the ones that messed it up, yeah, as if you followed me, you understand now, because there is some that are good, there is some that are turned over and that become demons. Yeah. These are responsible for a lot of things in this world and a lot of evil. Yeah. So when I'm gonna jump into Israel, the mission, you're gonna understand if you followed me all the way up to this end. And now you're listening to me. Yeah. So I really hope I've enlightened you. Yeah. And I hope you had obtained new knowledge. Yeah. And last thing to say, shalom.